I was in a conversation with some friends a few weeks ago, and the topic of New Year's resolutions came up. I don't make New Year's resolutions. It's never been my jam, but the topic came up, and one of my friends talked about a recent trip to a coffee shop. And he ordered his coffee, and the barista asked him what baristas ask when we order coffee. The barista asked, "Would you like us to leave room for cream?" Now, my friend always takes his coffee black. He never leaves room for cream, but for whatever reason this time he said, "You know what? It's good to leave some room every now and then." So yes, leave some room for cream. And he talked about how that's been his mantra for 2023. The work of trying to leave room in his life for life to grow and expand and unfold instead of trying to force it from time to time. I can relate to his holy work because I'm a doer and I want to move on to the next thing. And I often fall into the trap also of thinking that I have way more control over life than I really do. So I try to force life from time to time. In chapter 66 of the book of the prophet Isaiah, the chapter begins with God speaking through the prophet and asking, "What kind of house can you build for me? What is to be my resting place?" As though there's this divine desire on God's part to want us to leave room in our lives so that God can rest in that space. A holy invitation to pause and pray today, especially if you're like me, who sometimes think we have more control than we do and tries to force life from time to time. But to pause and pray, and our pausing and praying makes some holy room in our lives. Also that we can ponder the even greater gift, that it's our very lives that God sees as the very spaces God longs to rest in. God's peace and blessings to you all.